One for Riley. Okay.
Can you see who's on it? Where do you see 17? That's a great. Yeah. Where do you see 18 in the top. Hopefully Autumn's not watching.
Why?
Because Autumn, she wants to watch.
Yeah, winner.
Oh,
I see. Now 19.
She probably doesn't even know what like the Pinewood is. Well, she does racing, so maybe.
She was like,
I'll go to Peter. Sorry. It's not that exciting.
All right, let's start this thing early. All right.
So we're saying their names too?
Yeah, we're just going to kind of go with it, man. We're going to make it up as we go.
So do we say, or are they going like so-and-so on green, not, you know?
We'll do as best as what we
Jim, why don't you line up also? Kind of by age group or something like that? Line.
Little kids in front.
Okay, we're at 7 o'clock. We're ready to start here. Let's open with a word of prayer first. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as cadets and GEMS. We thank you for the opportunity to be able to study your word and to be able to have fun and to learn things together. Bless this time we spend as competitors as we run our derby cars. Help us, Lord, to have a good attitude and be sportsmen and to honor each other and lift each other up. We ask that you continue to be with those who are suffering from the COVID and heal them and help them to get better soon. Lord, be with those who are unable to be with us this evening. Continue to watch over them and bless them. Be with their family members. We thank you that they can watch us by the internet tonight. We ask that you forgive us of our sins, Lord. We ask it in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, cadets. I do that. Cadets, what is your motto?
Living for Jesus.
Cadets, what is your verse?
Love me, obey my commandments. John 14, verse 15.
Cadets, what is your code?
Cadet must be reverent, obedient, compassionate, consecrated, trustworthy, pure, grateful, loyal, industrious, and cheerful.
And cadets, what is your pledge? Thankful to God
for his gifts to me. I pledge myself to be ready to serve God, my parents, my country, my church, my neighbors, and my
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic in which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, I think before we
Hello?
while I get ready here, we're going to do.
All right, let's see what I can do.
We don't have your names on the card, only numbers.
I'm so sick of live streams.
Track of every race that you run, which lane you run on, and it's a double elimination race, so you have to lose twice.
Friends, we're glad that you're here tonight.
When you call off your card number, once you get your card, set them on the track. Red, we want you to set it on that track that we asked you to. When you run your race, just come down here to see who wins. We will pick up your card and hand it to you. Don't worry about picking up your card. Okay?
We're here tonight at the Worthington Christian Reformed Church 2021 Pinewood Derby Classic. I'm your host, Pastor Chad. Tonight is with me the 12-time world champion Pinewood Derby Hall of Fame member, Riley Woodboom. Riley, what's your assessment of tonight's race?
It'll be a good race. All these Cadets and Gems are ready to go.
They sure look like it. We've got some great cars, and we're ready to race. So right now the judges are looking for cars that look really good. Did any of them stand out to you, Riley?
There's some pretty good looking ones there. There's a watermelon. That one looked pretty good to me. A hydro flask. All sorts of different things there.
So do you have one that you got your eye on for winning this whole thing?
I don't know. They all look like they're good competitors.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see. Right now the judges are working hard to determine which one is the best looking, and that's a tough choice for these judges.
Okay. The way we're going to announce it is we're going to be telling you which track to be on, and we're going to say 2 numbers that are on deck, which means you race next, okay? So the first 2 cars that are going to race, number 12 is going to be on the green track, and number 17 is going to be on the blue track. And on deck, number 11 and number 1. You just pick up your car and wait, but at least you'll be ready. Number 11 and 1 on deck. To repeat the first race, 12 on green, 17 on blue.
So our first race is going to feature Goya Robertson versus Callie Visser.
You may walk down here.
We're ready.
That was Callie Visser.
Callie Visser was the victorious car in that first round. Callie Visser.
Number 12 is the one. Okay, we're going to put 11 on blue and 1 on green.
Mia Biss and Hannah Hoftizer now.
And on deck are 18 and 2. 11 on blue, 1 on green.
Got a double-decker bus in this race.
The winner on that one was Hannah Hoftizer.
Hannah Hoftizer.
That was the watermelon that took that one.
The watermelon.
Okay, number 1 won that one. 18 on blue, 2 on green, on deck, 21-19.
Stephanie
18 on
Dykstra
blue,
versus Colton
2 on
Robinson.
green. Yeah.
That's a close race.
$18 was the winner.
Number 18, Stephanie Dykstra takes the victory there.
Now up is Miranda Woodboom and Liv Vanderkoy.
21 on blue, 19 on green.
So do you have any favorites in this particular race, Riley?
Nope.
On deck, 22 and 13. Okay. 21-1 on the blue track.
Miranda Woodboom. So in your professional experience, Riley, what is it that makes a fast Pinewood Derby car?
The less wood, the better, is what I always say.
You don't want to be catching any of that air, huh?
That's right.
Are you a big graphite fan?
Next race,
Oh, yeah.
22 on blue, 13 on green. On deck, 14.
Now we have
20.
Noah Gravenoff and Elio Viss. We got a lawnmower out there.
Blue,
He's readjusting the seat before the race.
Yep. Noah Gravenoff with the win on that.
22 was the winner. Next up, 14 on blue, 20 on green.
So that's going to be Mikey Weaver versus Danica Norby.
And we have 8 and 10 on deck. $14 the winner.
Mikey Weaver takes that one.
Eight on blue, 10 on green. On deck, 16 and 9.
We have Colin Visser and Easton Hostica on this race.
8 on blue, 10 on green.
That's a close one.
We're going to have to wait for the judge's rendering on that.
Number 8 was the winner.
Number 8, Cohen Visser.
That was a close win there.
Next race, 16
Something.
on blue, 9 on green.
Jimmy Sigala versus Carter Popema.
28 and 24.
So is this your first Pinewood Derby?
You know, I'm a veteran of many Pinewood Derbies myself, but I did not see the kind of success that you saw in your career.
I was Carter Popema with the win.
Uh-oh, we've got some controversy brewing here. We're going to have to
We need a
rerun this
rerun
race.
on the race.
Travis feels that we
Technical
did
difficulties.
not give them a fair start.
Okay, there was.
The tension is high.
So we're gonna rerun 16 on blue, 9 on green.
And still the same outcome. Carter Popema with the win.
Okay, 19 was the winner. 9 was the winner.
In this next race, we have a high school freshman who's part of this race tonight. Do you think he has any advantages over these younger kids?
Gosh, I don't know. Vince, he's a veteran, but there's still some pretty good rookies in this bunch, I think. I think I beat him plenty of times in my career, so
you're
too hard.
saying this is a winnable race for Dayton at this point.
I think so.
Do you think if you were in Vince's position here and Dayton beats him, is that going to be hard for Vince to swallow?
I think it would be. Yeah, it would be a big one to take, I think.
So Vince cannot lose this race. There's a lot of pressure on him right now.
That's right.
We need to interview some of these kids. What do you kids think about a high school freshman being in this race? Do you think that's fair?
Well, he didn't get to do his 8th grade one because of COVID, so I think it's fair.
You think it's fair. What about you?
Yeah, I agree.
Well, are you rooting for him?
No.
I'm sorry. I have to be supportive, but I don't want to.
we need 28 on blue and 24 on green, and we're gonna have 15 and 7 on deck.
Vince Vanderkoy versus Dayton Bosma. This is the matchup we've been waiting for a while now. Dayton Bosma is the winner. Not off the high school freshman. Vince, why don't you give us a recap of that race? Tell the fans what happened.
My car was slow and I lost.
Wow, that is some insightful analysis. We're glad to have that.
You're not the only one. Vince just lost.
All right. Okay, we're gonna go 15 on blue, 7 on green, and we're going to be having 5 and 25 on deck.
So this is Paula Dykstra versus Lene Dykstra.
Oh, we got a
What's gonna
sister
happen
rivalry here. Wow.
The nice thing about this is the Dykstras cannot lose this race.
That's true. That's true.
And Dykstra is the winner.
Number 7 is the winner.
Number 7 would be Lene.
Okay,
Next up, we have
5
Lincoln
on
Nordby
blue, 25
and
on green.
Caitlin Mulder.
And for those that don't know, 25 is Caitlin Mulder.
We know that now. Oh, her name's not on the list. She must be a late entry.
On deck is 6 and 23.
Yeah, I think Lincoln took a big win on that one.
Yeah, it sure looked like it, but that's a good-looking watermelon slice
Yeah.
that came down the net of the lane.
Okay, I'm sorry I didn't get the on deck straight last time. On deck is 6 and 23. We're going to put 6 on blue.
That is Lily Bosma
Green on
and
23.
Josiah Hofkaiser.
23 on green.
Now, is there a certain amount of pressure that's on the cadets to do well when they're racing against one of the GEMS Club's members?
A lot of pressure, yes. That is your whole cadet's career. Your goal is to beat those gems in the cadet Pinewood Derby. So a lot of pressure.
27 and 4.
Well, in this particular heat, that didn't happen as the
That was a tough one for Josiah.
pencil
You could tell
out
it was,
ahead.
that was the crayon box that took that one.
Oh, I thought it was a pencil. Wow.
Oh yeah, pencil.
Next race is 27 and 4.
On this one we have Ava Vanderkoy and Charlie Woodboom.
27 on blue. 4 on green. On deck, number 3.
Another close race, but it wasn't close enough for the Woodbooms.
Now, Number 3 is gonna go on blue, but since we have an odd number of cars, he is not racing against anyone, but he needs to go down the track to have equal runs as everyone else.
This is going to be a close race. We have Kip Nystrom versus Kip Nystrom. And Kip Nystrom is the winner.
Okay, we're gonna take a minute here just to regroup, okay? Everybody has raced one time at this time.
I'm going to go interview some cadets while we're having this little break here. So what was the favorite part of building your cars, guys?
My mom throwing it away.
Your mom threw it away. Well, this sounds like an interesting story that we have to hear. But yet your car is here for the race tonight. How did that happen to work out?
That's his extra.
Oh,
Yeah, I brought an extra.
so do you think your first car was faster than his extra car?
By a lot.
By a lot. Well,
The wheel broke, so
but mom threw it away.
yeah.
Is that because you left it out?
No, my little brother broke it.
Oh, so do you blame a lot of things on your little brother?
He seriously did.
So you guys were just telling me what your favorite part of building the car is. What's your favorite part?
Painting it.
Painting it. How about you?
Putting the weights on.
The weights on. What do you use for weights? Do you use quarters or do you use pieces of
Pretty
metal?
much everything.
Pretty much whatever you can get. So how close to the 6 ounces did you come?
Exactly.
You were at exactly 6.0 ounces?
Mhm.
Well, that's pretty good. Were all of you that way, or is
Yeah,
some of you a little heavier? So what do you think makes a fast car? If you're all 6 ounces, how come some cars go faster than others?
How they're how they're cut.
Noah seems to have a pretty good theory on this. What's your theory on a fast car, Noah?
The top needs to be smooth enough that when it runs down the track, there's no friction.
So you think the more aerodynamic a car is, the better it's going to do?
Yes.
The smoother the wheels are, and the way that the wheels are positioned.
Yeah.
So one's in the air.
Yeah, and how
So you don't have.
want 3 wheels on the track?
Yeah.
Because that's 3 wheels is less
friction.
friction than 4 wheels.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, we're ready for
and you want them
the
at an angle so they have less friction on each tire too.
Interesting theories from our cadets here.
On deck is car number 9 and car 28.
Now we have Dayton Bosma versus Carter Popema.
Repeat, we're going on different tracks now, so always listen. 9 on red, 28 on yellow.
Now we start to get the elimination now.
So do you think it makes a difference when they switch tracks?
I don't know. The middle track seems to be the favored one at my house, but
That was a close finish.
that was.
Number 9's the winner.
That's Carter Popema with the win.
Okay, next cars, 8 on red, 7 on yellow. On deck, number 14 and 5.
This one is Cohen Visser and Lene Dykstra.
Another cadet versus Gems
8
race here.
on red, 7 on yellow.
And they're both first timers. You can see the excitement walking down
Is
to
that
the bottom.
excitement or is that nervousness?
I think it's
or
a little of both, yeah.
Wow, that's a close finish. It's a good thing they have an electronic timer there.
8 is the winner.
That is Cohen Visser with the win.
Next race. Five on red. 14 on yellow.
That is
On deck is 1 and 18.
Lincoln Nordby and Mikey Weaver. Mikey with a
Wow, that
big
was
win.
a commanding win right
I
there.
asked Mikey before the whole derby started, what's the secret to your fast car? He said, "There's a lot of secrets, but I can't tell you."
Okay, next race. We have 1 on red, 18 on yellow, and on deck, 22 and 17.
So this race features Hannah Hoftizer versus Stephanie Dykstra.
It's another close race there.
Number 1 was the winner.
That was Hannah Hoftizer. The watermelon takes it again.
Seems to be something to a fruit-themed car that does well.
Yes.
All right, next race, we have 22 on red, 17 on yellow, with 3 and 21 on deck.
This is Noel Gravenhoff and Callie Visser.
Noah takes that easily. I like the way he places the car on the track. He just kind of puts the car on there and keeps walking
ready to
and
watch.
doesn't even look back. He's ready to see that victory.
Now we have Miranda Woodboom and Kip Nystrom.
Next race, we have 3 on red, and we have 21 on yellow, with 6 and 4 on deck.
That's a close race.
And it looks like
But
Kip took that.
that.
Yep.
Number 3 was the winner.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot here, Riley. How often do Pinewood Derby cars make repeat appearances in your household?
Well, before COVID, I think there was a new one every year, but, you know, the less trying ones in our household decided to go for the repeat this year.
Gotcha. So you got a little bit of stake in this because I'm sure you have some blood, sweat, and tears in some of these.
That's
cars.
right,
We have
yes.
6 on red, and we're going to have 4 on yellow. With who's on deck? We don't know. Okay, we're going to take a break after this race. 6 on red, 4 on yellow.
So we got Lily Bosma versus Ava Vanderkoy.
6 was the winner.
Lily Bosma wins that round. Ava's car is so technically advanced, it can go down forward or backwards at the same speed.
We're just gonna take a break a minute to sweep the track down, make sure the track stays in good condition.
Now, it looks like just about anybody could sweep a track off, but this is actually a highly skilled technique that's being used here by our cadet counselor, Jacob Wegg. This is years of experience in sweeping off a track that you're seeing at work. I think Jacob needs a round of applause. That was some excellent.
Okay. I think we need to give a round of applause to Pastor Chad and Riley back there.
Wave to everybody at home now.
They're doing a great job so our parents can see what's going on here. All right. Now we got a new set of cards. So let's see. We're going to be racing again on the reds and yellows. And the first race has number 12 and 27. And we're going to put 12 on red. And we're going to put 27 on yellow. And we
That is
have
Charlie Woodboom
11
and
and
Coyer
23
Robinson.
on deck. 12 on red, 27 on yellow.
A lot of excitement on that race.
27 is the winner.
That's Charlie Woodboom with the win on that. Chuck Matthews is his official race name.
Chuck Matthews. Chuck, we'll just call him Chuck Flash Matthews. How about that?
There you go.
We got a double-decker bus coming up again in this round.
Okay, next race. 11 on red, 23 on yellow, with 2 and 25 on deck.
So Mia Viss versus Josiah Hoftizer. Another Cadet versus Gems round. What's going to happen? And the Cadets take it.
That was Josiah Hoftizer with the win.
Was the winner.
So do you think that double-decker bus, do you think that caused some performance issues there with the
I think
the
it might have.
resistance?
I know there's a lot of drilling in that bus at the
Okay.
bottom.
Next race, we have 2 on red, 25 on yellow.
So Colton
And on
Robinson
deck, we have 19
versus
and
Mulder.
Caitlin
Mulder. Another watermelon one. The watermelon didn't do so well this round. Didn't even make it to the finish line.
number 2 is the winner. Okay, next race, we have 19 on red, and we have 15 on yellow, with 24 and 13 on deck.
So this is an
19
actual
now
hydro
15
flask that's going to be
yellow.
going down the track this time.
We have Liv Vanderkoy and Paula Dykstra.
Well, the hydro flask looks good, but it didn't go fast.
Okay, 15 is the winner.
And we have the freshman cadet up again. The pressure's on now. One more loss and it's game over.
We wouldn't want to see a freshman eliminated right off the bat, would we?
Especially not to a Gems.
Right. Oh, that would hurt.
That
the
would
worst.
kill, yes.
Okay. Next, we have 24 on red, and we have 13 on yellow, with 20 and 16 on deck.
This is Eliavis versus Vince Vanderkoy. Eliavis. I was just corrected. And the Eliavis is going to take it.
Freshman Vince Vanderkoy.
That would be
in 2 rounds.
Vanderkoy.
He's a winner battle.
Entire
We have to get another interview for
this
this.
Pinewood Derby.
Seems like he has a lot of excuses now after his two-time loss.
So Vince Vanderkoy, we need to interview here. Are you familiar with the phrase "the agony of defeat"?
No.
Well, this is a tough loss, and I know you're struggling for words here at this point, but we'll let you go.
Danica Nordby takes the win.
Danica Nordby.
That's right. Vanderkoy loses to his own tractor brand, John Deere.
There has to be a little bit of consolation in there.
We're gonna put that on the red track by himself again. Somebody needs to run alone.
Let's go! Don't lose it.
And Easton looks good in that race. That car actually flew down the track.
Okay, guys, I need your attention. Now we're going to switch up the tracks a little, so you have to listen very closely. Because we're trying not to have you race on a track you raced before. So you might be right next to the other guy, or you might be across the track. We don't know. So you just got to be listening closely as to what track you need to go on. Okay? The first two to head up are number 9 and number 3.
Race is going to feature Carter Pompama versus Kip Nystrom.
So we're going to put number 9 on the blue track, and we're going to put number 3 on the yellow track. And we have 14 and 6 on deck.
Wow, that's a close
That's
race.
a close one.
About as close as they come.
3 was the winner.
I think that's the red car with the silver dollar on
Kip
top.
Nystrom took it just by a hair.
Okay, we're going to put number 14 on red, and we're going to put number 6 on green. And on deck, we're going to have 8 and 1. So 14 on red.
That's Mikey Weaver
on
and
green.
Lily Bosma.
Mikey Weaver once again. Well, at this point in the competition, I would not want to have to go up against Mikey Weaver's car. That's a fast car.
Okay, the next race, we are going to put number 8 on green, and we're going to put number 1 on yellow.
Now we have Hannah Hoftizer and Cohen Visser.
1 on yellow. And 22 is on deck.
I've always been a fan of that classic wedge-shaped Pinewood Derby car. It's a good-looking car.
That's a close one.
Boy, that was a close race.
The winner is number 8.
That is Cohen Visser for the win.
Not by much, though.
No. I believe that's Cohen's first or third win.
Okay, we're going to put number 22 on its own on track, the green track.
I think Noah's feeling pretty confident about a victory here again.
All right. That was 22. All right.
Noah Gravenhoff
Good
with
job
the
there, Noah.
single win.
We're regrouping, but I think we're ready here. Again, you need to keep listening to the track. We need number 10 on blue, and we're going to put number 4 on red.
That is Easton Hostica and Ava Vanderkoy.
And on deck, 20 and 21. Okay, to repeat, we got 10 on blue, 4 on red.
All right, Gems, I think you need to make your voice heard. You gotta cheer for your Gems.
The winner is 10.
That is Easton Hostica with the win.
If you would have cheered just a little bit louder, I think Ava could have pulled out a victory.
Yeah,
She was
maybe.
this close. So I think you guys really need to rethink your loyalty towards Gems here. You gotta really put in the effort on that next one.
Okay. Next race, we're gonna put 20 on blue, and we're gonna put 21 on green, and on deck, 20.
That is Danica Nordby and Miranda Widboom.
20 on blue, 21 on green.
Yeah, that's what they are.
Well, we had a unicorn car in that race, but unfortunately it did not prevail.
21 is the winner.
Miranda Widboom with the win.
So do you think that unicorn horn slowed you down a bit at all?
I don't know. Possibly.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should pry it off and see how it goes without it.
I don't know. I
That would ruin the look of it,
Yeah.
and you can't have that. So.
And we're going to put 7 on red with 28 and 27 on deck.
All right, girls, this is Cadets versus Gems. Let them hear it.
Now we have Renee Dykstra and Josiah Altizer.
Let's take it.
Josiah with the win.
Okay, we're going to put 28 on red and 27 on green. And we're going to have 17 and 13 on deck.
Yeah, Widboom versus Bosman here. And Dayton is really taking a close look at getting his car centered on the track properly. We'll see if it makes a difference. And he takes a commanding lead and the victory.
28 is the winner.
So Dayton, come here a second. Why don't you tell us about those last minute adjustments that you made as you were setting the car on the track? What were you looking for there?
Getting it straight? I don't know.
Well, it seems to make a difference because you won pretty handily that time, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good job.
All right, next run will be 17 on red. And we're going to put 13 on blue. 18 and 15 on deck.
Ooh, the pink car took it at the very end.
Okay, 17 was the winner.
That's the car of Callie Visser.
Okay, I'm gonna switch something up. We just about had kids race against each other that did already. So, number 2 and 15 are the next race. Number 2 and 15. And on deck will be 5 and 18. So number 2, we're gonna put on the blue track. And number 15 is going on the red.
So that is Colton Robinson and Paula Dykstra. And Paula Dykstra takes the win.
Number 15 is the winner.
Those are two pretty aerodynamic cars, but Paula's was just a bit quicker.
Okay, so now 5 and 18. We're gonna have 5 on yellow. And we're gonna put 18 on red.
And those are the cars of Lincoln Nordby,
8 and 22.
Lincoln Nordby and Stephanie Dykstra.
All right, cadets. He needs to hear from you this time. You need to cheer for your cadet.
I'm on. We got this.
All right, let's go.
We'll cheer for Noah, okay?
Do you think that you cheered too loud or not loud enough?
Yeah, we do that in basketball all the time.
That kind of messed up the dynamic.
Not enough. It wasn't enough.
Yeah, we need to. Yeah,
So
we need
next
to.
time you're going to cheer a little bit louder.
Yeah. Come on, Noah.
There you go.
That was Stephanie Dykstra that took the win.
This is cadet versus cadet.
Oh.
So
Come on, Cohen and Noah.
We have Cohen Visser and Noah Gravenhoff now up.
All right, now. We got a couple of people here that have never lost. So we're gonna run against each other here. We're gonna put 8 on.
the drama is building in the room as these two undefeated cars go against each other. What track assignments are they going to get? Noah is dialed in at this point. You can see it in his eyes. He's tasting the victory at this point.
We have a right to change our mind. So this race is going to be 8 and 14 instead.
Wow. Just like that, the drama's over with.
And
Still 2 undefeated racers.
on yellow. And we're going to put 14 on green. And on deck will be 3 and 22. So we got 8 on yellow, 14
Cohen Visser versus Mikey Weaver. These are two good-looking cars. But Mikey Weaver is going to take it.
But Cohen still has 1 loss, so he's still in it.
Well, Mikey Weaver is emerging as the car to beat tonight.
Okay.
Why don't you show us this car over here, Mikey? What makes this car so much better than everything else that it's going up against? Do you think that the fact that it's green has something to do with
Yeah,
it?
it's the green machine.
The green machine. Okay, I like that.
Good job, Mikey.
All right, the next race. 3 will be on green, 22 on yellow. And we're going to have number 10 and 17 on deck.
Yep, versus Noah. Close race. It appears that Kip took it though.
Okay, number 3 was the winner.
Noah had an early lead, and Kip
Wow.
comes from behind to take the win.
That was a good race.
But again, only 1 loss for Noah, so he's still in this
We're
thing.
going to see him again tonight.
All right.
So Noah, what went wrong there?
I have no clue. I seen.
Maybe you had 4 wheels on the track instead of 3 that time?
No, I had the leaders on the ramp, but I I think he had a little bit more of an edge on the long race and on the flat track.
Yeah, see, it's that flat part where the weight really helps out, doesn't it?
Now we have Easton Hostica and Callie Visser.
All right, Easton versus Callie. Okay, listen to those girls, boys. You got
I want 10 on yellow, 17 on green, and on deck 23 and 15.
All right, boys, let's make some noise for them.
Number 10 was the winner.
Now, did you girls even realize that there was a race, or were you too busy visiting back there?
We were cheering! We were cheering!
That was Easton that took the win. The tension is high.
All right. 23 on red, 15 on green, and we got 28 and 1 on deck.
We have Josiah Hoftizer and Paula Dykstra. Josiah with the win.
Takes the victory.
23 was the winner.
Cadets are pretty pumped about that.
I know! You got this!
Okay, next we're going to have 28 on green, 1 on blue, 6 and 18 on deck.
There's Dayton Bosman. He's very, very particular about how that car goes on the track every time. He's got it dialed in. He's ready to go. Well, I don't know. He might make an adjustment here. Just a tad. We'll see if that makes the difference. And once again, he calls that
Dayton Bosman with the win.
There's something about the way he puts that thing
I
on the
think
track,
so.
isn't it? He doesn't just throw that thing on there.
Okay, we're gonna put 6 on yellow, 18 on green, and 9 and 21 on deck.
Now we have Stephanie Dykstra and Lily Bosma on the track.
Two completely different style of cars there, aren't they?
Very.
Oh, the pencil is going to take this one.
Pencil takes the race.
6 is the winner.
I think what we need to do is race that giant pencil against the giant eraser and see who comes out. Are you sure? Because that looks like a pencil to me. Oh, now that I look closer at it, it is definitely a crayon box.
Okay, next race we're gonna have 9
It meets
on
both
yellow,
criteria there, doesn't it?
21 on red, 14 and 30 on
Now up we have Miranda Woodboom and Carla Papima.
Looks like Carter pulled that one out.
Number 9 was the winner. All right, we're gonna put 14 on yellow, 3 on blue.
That is Kip Nystrom and Mikey Weaver. Mikey still remains undefeated.
He's the car to beat. Let's see how this race goes. I think Kip made the upset there. A lot of shocked faces in the room right now.
Everybody is shocked. Kip Nystrom takes the win.
We got to interview Kip. Kip, you got to come talk to us about that. What was the key to that victory right there? I think that makes a difference when you keep the weight on the back wheels, and it seems to have made the edge for you.
Okay, we're gonna take a minute to regroup here.
What a turn of events here in this last round.
So what is your theory on where to place the weight on a Pinewood Derby car? I've heard all sorts of theories over the years.
Yeah, I don't know.
In front, in the middle, in the back. Kip says his key to victory right there was putting the weight over the back wheels.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know if it stayed on, but in the beginning of the race, he had that big silver dollar right smack dab in the back of his car, so that could have done it.
Well, with all these Dutchmen here, that silver dollar is probably in somebody's pocket by now.
Probably.
All right, we're ready to roll again. First race includes number 23 and number 28. And on deck, 22 and 10.
So now up is Josiah Hoftizer and Dayton Bosma.
On green, 28 on blue.
We're just going to call him Dayton Attention to Detail Bosma because he takes more time than any of the other kids in setting his car up.
And it pays off.
Once again, he pulls that victory out.
Yep.
28 was the winner.
So Dayton, is your car wider than, yeah, your car is wider than everybody else's. The wheels are underneath the body.
Yeah.
How hard was that to build?
It was okay. You just glue on to
I see. Well, it seems to be doing pretty well for you, doesn't it?
We're going to put 22 on blue, and we're going to put 10 on red,
Now up is
and 8 are on deck.
Noah Gravenhoff and Easton Hostica.
22 blue, 10 red. Winner was number 22.
Noah pulls out with the win.
And he was eager for that win, too. He sprinted down the length of the track that time, waiting to see his car come down to him.
Okay, next one, 6 on blue, 8 on red, and 9 is on deck.
Now up is Colin Visser and Lily Basma.
Crayon box versus the wedge. The crayon box took the victory.
Number 6 was the winner.
Lily Basma with the win.
Number 9, we need you to go down the green track.
I think that's Carter Popema. right?
Carter Poplar.
The
By
single
himself this time.
single race.
Racing by himself. The only thing that could go wrong is if he doesn't finish. But that's not going to be the case.
Okay, we're gonna take a minute again.
So did you do any racing in your day or just a lot of creating and watching?
Well, you know, I built Pinewood Derby cars as a cadet. And then I had 4 daughters. And back in the day, GEMS were not allowed to build Pinewood Derby cars. Can you guys believe that? Does that just seem wrong to you? And so only my last couple of girls, in fact, only my last 2 got to build Pinewood Derby cars, and I got to help them with that. Mine were never fast either, but mine always looked really good. My goal was winning the looks competition, not the speed competition, which is just an excuse for saying I couldn't figure out how to win.
Okay, next up are number 6 and number 3.
It's a Cadets versus GEMS matchup.
This gets them going, doesn't it? Lily Bosma versus Kip Nystrom.
3 on yellow.
Kip Nystrom versus Lily Bosma.
On red, 3 on yellow.
Oh, wow.
Too close to call at this point. Kip Nystrom. Wow.
Hey, the Ripper on that.
There'll be some controversy over that one. I think a good strategy in building a car for a race like this would be to put about a 3-foot-long telescopic radio antenna that sticks out from the front and give you a good edge over those other cars, wouldn't it?
Just has to be 6 ounces. There's nothing about length.
We're gonna put 28 on red and 14 on blue.
This is going to be a race. We got Mikey Weaver versus Dayton Bosma here, and these 2 cars have been impressive all night long. That was probably Dayton's quickest setup of the night. He's confident in what he sees. Let's see how this race goes. Wow, Mikey Weaver is all over it.
14 was the winner.
Mikey Weaver is back in the winner's circle again after that close race last time.
All right. Okay, the next 2 cards, number 22 and 9. We're gonna put 22 on red, 9 on yellow.
This is Noah Gravenhoff and Carter Popuma. Cadets, so they're shaking hands before the race, and we'll see how it turns
There's going to
out.
be no losers in this race, is there? But there is going to be a winner, and that winner is going to be Noah Gravenhoff.
22 was the winner.
Nice job,
All right. We are down to 3 cards. Those 3 cards are number 3, number 14, and number 22.
So in that order, that's Kip Nystrom, Mikey Weaver, and Noah Gravenoff.
So you would like to get their cards, and we're going to figure out what track you need to go on, but all 3 will go down at the same time.
So the cadets are happy in this one.
This is the race everybody's been waiting for tonight.
Well, we can't win. I don't think so.
The Gems might take it in the show, although
That's right. We haven't
I
found
think
out.
we have a lot of speed in
cars.
cadets, but the best looking car might be in the Gems category.
Okay, this is how it's stacking up. We're going to put number 3 on red. We're going to put 14 on green. And we're going to put 22 on yellow for this race.
Mikey Weaver's taking a page from the Dayton Bosma playbook there and lining his car up just right. Everybody's on their feet for this final race. Wow, and it looks like Mikey Weaver, but let's find out what the judge says.
Number 14 was the winner.
Mikey Weaver it is.
Well, first place this time. Okay, we gotta do a little figuring here.
I think we really need to see Kip versus Weaver again because they're 1-1 now against each other. Although I think Noah's car only has 1 loss as well, too. So
There are a lot of calculations to be made here in this last.
Okay, everybody, another race yet.
got one more race here.
This race is going to have number 14 and number 3.
This is for the championship here. This is for the first place car.
This is that rematch race. They're 1-1 now. Kip Nystrom and Mikey Weaver.
Hey, guys, sit down.
Okay.
All right, we're going to put the pressure on them. We got to hear what your strategy is in this race. How are you going to come ahead in this, Kip?
I don't know.
What color would you like? What track do you need?
Do you think one of these tracks is faster than another?
You should get yellow.
No.
Yeah.
So yellow is the short track, or the slow track.
Okay, 14, you're going to be on red.
You got
30
red
is going to be on green.
and green. Nobody has the yellow track. Getting it lined up. Dialing that in. We got green versus red. We got the wedge versus the.
So do not bump the track, guys. Do not touch the track.
Here we go. Everybody back. They want to rush the field like a college
And if
football
it's
game
not,
after this.
We're not done yet. So we got to see how this turns out.
This is going to be close. It looks like Mikey Weaver got it.
Number 14 was the winner.
So now we got to have them again because they
got
have
another
an
race.
even
They're
amount of
1-1.
wins and losses now. So how come do you think that you guys keep one will win and then the other will lose and then the other one wins again? What do you think's going on there? I don't know. What's your theory there?
Yellow is the worst.
You don't want yellow.
I got yellow the first time.
Green and yellow go get together, don't they?
No. What? No. What are you talking about? Red tractors are the best.
But yet you have a green car and you're racing against a red car.
I saw a picture.
Gotcha. And that's not really like those ugly green tractors, is it? That's a totally different kind of green that you have here. That would be something.
Okay, this is how it stands. We have 3 cars. Each one has one loss, and that loss is to the other car. Okay? So we're gonna race them again, and this may determine who the winner is.
This is for all the marbles.
Determine which lane they're going.
Who do you think it is, Vince?
Oh, I don't know. It depends on the lane, I think.
What's the best lane?
There's not a best lane, but
What's the worst?
Yellow.
By far. I want number 3 to win.
Because
Yellow
that was
is
my
the
first loss
period.
except
I've
against
heard
these
you
guys.
guys have fast cars. I want to see where you put the weight in your car. Both of you have your weight almost just ahead of the rear axle, don't you? You got weight on the bottom kip, and you got the silver dollar on the top, and you have 2 little plugs in the back there. Were both of you right at the 6 ounces when you weighed in?
Well, no, I'm a 6.5, and then I had to drill it like 5 more times.
Then you were right under the wire, but you're in at 6. You were at 6 on the money, literally on the money, because you got a silver dollar on the top.
All right, 14 on blue, 3 on yellow.
Oh, he's on the yellow track. He didn't want to be there. That's where Kip is at. All right, getting them lined up. Another close. Oh, you just bumped it there. Tyler in. There you go. Let's see how this yellow track does. Well, apparently there's something wrong with the yellow track because Mikey Weaver won it on the blue track. Great races there. Two great competitors. So what are your final thoughts there, Riley?
Gosh, those were some good races. That was a great
Does that
time.
make you miss being a cadet?
It does, yes, it does. But I'm glad how it turned out. They all had a good job, and now the trophies look like they're surrounded.
It seems like everybody had a good time. So
I think so.
I think we're going to sign off. So thank you to everybody who watched, and hopefully we'll have everybody in the building for the next one.
We're not doing the show broadcast.